Alright, I'm going to be working on a 2.3 liter 2002 Ford Ranger. I'm going to be replacing the valve cover gasket. Of course, you know, I am not a professional. I'm just showing you what I am doing. If you work on your own car, that's on you. Assume your own risk, blah, 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 blah. Alright, first thing we're going to do, disconnect the battery cables. It's an 8mm. I actually had one 8mm from my old gross end that I need to replace, that terminal, and then a 12mm. So yours may vary, but just disconnect the positive and negative terminals. Alright, then we're going to take off this little cap here. That's a 7mm. Okay, put that aside, and then you are going to use a flathead screwdriver to loosen right here, and there's one here. I don't know where the head to this one is, probably underneath. And we're going to pull off this whole air intake. Alright, so I've loosened here and this one here. And now we're going to detach this clip, and we're going to pull this hose out right here and just pull straight out. And there should be a couple of clips right behind here that attach this line. So we're going to undo all of those things. These just you push with your thumb and you pull out. It's really hard to do holding a camera with one hand, but like that. And then this just pulls straight out. Like that. Alright, with those all undone, we should just be able to pull this whole air intake out from here and there. And I apologize, I don't have an extra pair of hands, so you don't get to see that, but we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, see, I've been able to pull this off here, pull it off there. This is an 8mm bolt right here. So we're going to take that off, and that's the only other thing holding all of this in, and we can just pull it on up and aside. Alright, so here's where we're at, and we're just going to start disconnecting stuff now. So that's going to come off, that's going to come off, and that's going to come off. They're all just the push button with your thumbs. Alright, now we're going to disconnect the throttle cable. There's a little ball in there, and this just pulls off sideways. You might need a flathead screwdriver in there to force it out sideways. And it should just pop off pretty easily like that. Then these up here, you'll squeeze these together to be able to pass that through. Now that's out, you can see a little bit better how that works. It's just got these little wings that you push in and then pass the whole thing through there. Alright, now we're going to pull off this hose. If you have super strong fingers, you can probably, I don't know if you can see that. Let me get my flashlight. There's the clamp. If you've got super strong fingers, you can use your fingers. Otherwise, I recommend using a tool to squeeze that together and then pull it back on the hose and then pull the hose off. Alright, that's been detached. I've just laid it to the side. There is a vacuum line right here and an electrical line right there. Okay, pull both of those off, straight back. Alright, those have been detached. They look like that. Now we're going to pull this vacuum line again straight out to the side, that way. Alright, from here we're going around to the side. And this guy is held in with a clip right there where my finger is. It's kind of dark down there, but take my word for it, I'm pushing on it right there. You just push down and you pull the whole thing straight up. Alright, so you can see how that's just got like a little, almost like a seatbelt clip, and you push the tab. You might need to use a flathead screwdriver or something if you can't get it with your thumb. Alright, and then right next to it, here's this hose. We're just going to pull that straight down and out. Alright, then if you come back around here and look in the inside of the intake manifold, there is a little hose right there, that small one. We're just going to pull that straight that way and pull it out of there. Alright, so that's what that looks like. That's the one you pull off. And then we're going to take off this bracket. So there's one bolt, two bolts, and there's one, my finger's on it, third bolt down there. They're 10mm. Alright, once those are out, you can just kind of finagle this out of there. Alright, so we're back at the side again. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Oh, strobe lights definitely don't help. See that bolt right down there. Probably not. Right there. See it? Right where my flashlight is. You're going to take that bolt out of that bracket. It's a 10mm. Sorry guys, I lied. That was an 8mm. And let me just pull this up and show you. This is where the bolt was, right through that top hole. That's the bracket. Okay. And just for my own sanity, future me, I put it right there. It's that one. All right. All right, from here, you see this electrical connector plug right there. You can pull the whole thing out. You don't have to disconnect it. It's just got a clip where it attaches to the intake manifold. So you can just pull that straight out. All right, let me just show you what the clip looks like so you can see what you're trying for there. Do you see the prongs? That's how it's clipped in. So again, you don't have to unplug it, just unclip it from this. All right, so remember this guy that we pulled out? If you follow the bundle of wires from the bottom, it goes underneath here. Okay, I am not going to be able to show you this in a way that you can see it, but just follow it with your fingers. And there is a clip, a similar kind of clip that attaches it. And you want to pull this out now. So you can just pull straight out towards you like I just did. Let me see if I can get a flashlight on it so I can show you. Alright, I got a flashlight in my mouth, but you can see that, right? That white clip. It's just stuck straight in there. Alright, this next series of tasks will be kind of hard to show you, but we're going to be working back here. So you want to unclip, there's a couple white clips here, along this one there. Pull that straight out first. Alright, so I've unplugged, they look like this, and I'm going to try to move things so you can see. Can you see that there is an electric plug right there where my finger is pointing, back there? Okay, and then right on the other side of it, this hose, I promise there's a hose, that connects right next to it, right next to the firewall. Let me see if I can get a flashlight on it. Hopefully you're able to see that. So you're going to unplug the plug. It's the same pushy squeezy, and then just pull the line straight out the hose. Alright, and then right over here, and there's a bracket with an 8mm bolt on it. Let me see if I can get a flashlight on it for you. Right there. Take that off. Alright, there's the bolt. Hey, future me, I'm putting it right there. Cool. Alright, that's off, and we're going to take off these now. This is back to 10mm. If this is in your way, you can unclip it, and if you're still having trouble, we're going to actually take this off next, so you could always do that in reverse order, but it shouldn't be too hard with an extension. Just take these guys out. Alright, future me, that's what those look like, and that's where I put them. Alright, so I'm going to stop here before this video starts getting too long to do anything with, and start a new one. I'll either link to part 2 in the comments, or I will try to splice them together for you.